Be safe during the storm if you're located in the track of Hurricane Dorian. We've been here and done that last year if you're part of the channel for a while now. If you're a newcomer, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new to the videos, then hit the subscribe button and the notifications button so you can see my ugly mug on the regular. But let's get right to some bill searching. We're bringing it back to the basics, back when we started the channel a few years back, to good old bill searching. So I like to go to the bank. Sometimes I'll get straps of twos. Usually I only do that to do for birthday and Christmas gifts. I have a lot of cousins and nieces and stuff, nephews, so I like to, and even my older brother enjoys it still, but getting birthday cards, if I'm going to do money, I do their birthday in as many twos as I can, and then, of course, throw a one or whatever for singular digits. But yeah, so anyway, went to the bank. I went to Navy Federal Credit Union, asked them if they had any twos, and the guy said, heck yeah, we do. Here you are, my good friend. So, and here we are. So this looks like a good mix of years, so let's just get started on it. 2013 series, $2 note. As we know, we'll talk about the note a little bit as we go through it. So, some of these might be in order. Looks like some kind of are, some aren't, but whatever. Now, 2013, something new to me that I noticed kind of right off the bat, is I didn't realize that the over ink on the third digit in 2013 series notes in general was something that happened across the gamut of notes, but in this case, it's here too. So that's kind of interesting. I'll set it aside, but I don't think I'm going to keep it towards the end of the video. We know on the back that we have John Trumbull's painting of the signing of Declaration of Independence. There's nothing really crazy on this. Now, one cool thing to point out is this is feeder teeth marks. So it looks almost like an error when you first look at it. I'll bring it closer to the camera. That's actually just from where they feed it through at the bank. It grabs it right here. So if you ever go to the bank behind the counter where they count your money out before they hand it back to you, that is what that's from. There's a lot of interesting things about this painting. There's actually a lot more gentlemen, in fact, two women that are in the painting. But they're not featured. There's this gentleman here, who a lot of people thought was an African-American person. Later, they thought it was someone else. It actually just turned out that the lighting, when they transitioned the painting into print, just didn't go well. So he's actually a gentleman that's a mayor, or governor, rather, in the United States. So, a little side bit. Nothing there, though. Now, history lesson over, we'll go right into it. Now, things to look out for on $2 bills. There is sometimes that over ink on the third digit. There's also sometimes some issues around the jacket of Jefferson, kind of some blurring. But $2 bills generally have a history of looking pretty clean. They're also not used hardly at all. So comparatively to other denominations, they're just like not really used. So, they're generally in better shape, which is awesome. But of course, some people do use them, but most people look at them as either unlucky or lucky, and so therefore, they either use them or don't, I guess. So we're getting kind of through some that are in order, so I'm more looking for if there's a pattern in the serial number, but also if there's issues with the print on the bill, which doesn't seem to be the case so far. There's a little bit of ink blur right here on this 9, but nothing to really call home about. I know there's a mixture of bills kind of in here, so a little bit of splotting ink, but that's probably just kind of a ink through, I guess. I don't know if that's a word, but an ink through from the front. 03. So I thought it was a date note for a second, but not. 0, 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. So that's kind of cool, but they're not really clumped, so I'm not going to call that collectible in any way. It's just kind of another serial number. 2013 series so far. Nothing's really jumped out either, so other things, 2009 series. Other things to look for are shifts in the seals and serial numbers like we see in any other bill that we bill search through. And then also, of course, patterns in the serial number. I love $2 bills. They're probably my favorite thing to search overall. Albeit there's not a lot of variation amongst them, but you know, when you come across good serial numbers in twos, it's just a little more fun for me. Just because I do favor them. I also think the art on the back, as it's been unchanged for many, many years, is a beautiful painting, regardless of context. But here in America, of course, the signing a Declaration of Independence would be important. Nothing here. Now, as you can see, some of these are, in fact, in sequential order. If you're looking for more specific information on twos, then check out our website, varietyerrors.com. It is an SSL secure website, so if you end up buying anything from our store, like coin flips or coin slabs or any sort of supplies, then you are safe to know that it is an encrypted site through GoDaddy, and all of your credit card information stuff is safe, so we do not sell to third-party people. I'll stop yapping, as we found a double date note, the year 77 and 2015. Not stellar, but cool nonetheless. I'll set it aside. Here's another one, 77, 2014. Look at the back of the bill just for kicks. A little bit beat up, but not crazy. Keep on keeping on. And a little bit more of that over ink there. And these digits are sitting a little high, but I wouldn't call it an odometer bill where they're ticking up on you. 2013, little absence of ink, but that could just simply be from when they were printed and the bills rubbed together. Nice crisp $2 bills so far. Nothing extremely crazy coming up as far as anything collectible. It's nice fat over ink there. I might actually hold on to this one and drop that last one we had from before, just because it's a little more prevalent of an over ink there, which I like. Also 2013, so it is common across the bills, obviously, but I like to keep stuff when it is kind of dramatically over inked like that. 2013 series note. Kind of shoot through these quicker. Here we go. Now we're getting to, well, thought it was an older bill, but beat up. Double date note, 1933, so just around war, or after World War I, just previous to World War II, 1041. I'll look up anything that's interesting in those dates and put them in the description box just for kicks. Aside from that, that bill is trashed, so nothing really to be excited about. Here's another double date note, 426, 343. Nothing really pops to mind in those dates, so could be something, could be not, but I will put the anything that is interesting in those dates in the description box below. Make sure to comment anything that you found, especially twos you've come across. Here we go. Nice star note too. Cool. Somebody wrote on it, so that's kind of a killer, but nice star notes. So we know star notes are replacements. Now 2009 and 2013 series $2 bills did have quite a few star notes. So they had some oopsies in the old production line, and they've replaced quite a few notes as far as twos in those series. However, I love me a star note, man, so I'm going to hold on to that. That's awesome. We'll go back. We'll look at that a little more here in a bit. What? Dude, look. Forward and backward, my friend. 02544520. That's a keeper. Nice. So it took us 9 minutes to get to it, but hey, hopefully you stuck with me. But that's a fancy serial number. Something for you to hold on to. Now, the note's beat up. I'm glad that at the 2013, it does not have that over ink on the third digit, because I think it detracts from it. It's a little beat up. Well, bam! What a good serial number. Look at that. Man, I'm stoked about that find. Cool, let's set that aside. Getting down there on a few, but what a good search so far. Started off slow, but, you know, you got to hear me yapper for a bit, and then now here we are. 2003A. Somebody had a fun time with the marker writing a T on it or whatever. I don't see anything really coming up in the serial number. It's just hard to tell, too. It's so beat up. Little bit older bill, which is nice to come across. Man, condition leaves a lot to be desired on that guy. 2013, folded up real bad. Looks like somebody folded it up into like a pentagon, put it in their pocket or something. So nothing really there. Nothing there. Here we go, a little bit older one, 1995. So we're getting back there. So this is a good little mix this guy gave me at the bank. That's cool. No date note, a little bit of shift here. So just to give you an example of something to keep an eye out for, although it's kind of still in the confines here. With shifts, I would say if it's off one of these letters, like if it's shifted to the left and it's not touching the O, or it's shifted to the right, not touching the T, then I would say it's pretty darn collectible. But in this case, it's just a minor shift. Here we are, seeing that ugly face of that over-ink third digit there, see? So I won't touch on that too much, seeing as how we see it a lot on ones. Hey, another 95, cool. This one has less of that shift there. You can see it's sitting a little bit further over, but hey, they're pretty similar, so maybe 95 just kind of, that's where it was positioned on a lot of the bills. These black marks here, as you can see, they form a 90-degree angle and then just solid line here. That is from where the strap sits on the bill when they send them to the bank. They typically come in a stack of $200 worth of $2 bills, so 100 of them. And then they're strapped together into $1,000 blocks. But nevertheless, this is a counter stamp. They stamp on top. Usually they go right on top of the old strap, and this one just kind of ran over the edges. So that's what that's from. It's not an ink error or anything of that like, but still an older bill, which is nice. Getting down to the last few. 2009, so a little bit older as well. Beat up also, so nothing too stellar there as far as condition is concerned. Hey, another star note. Cool. Get to that guy on the bottom in a second. Cool. Almost a date note, too. We didn't have, if it was like a 20 here, 0320, 1232. But still a star note. Little bit better condition than that other one. So that's definitely awesome. Same year, 2013. And so that's also neat, but like I said, or I'm sorry, this is 2013, the other one's 2009, but like I said, 2009's and 2013's series had a lot of replacement notes, so just, stars are great, I love star notes, I will keep it, but just keep that in mind. We'll end with a 2003 date note, September 19th, 1108, so that actual month and day is coming up pretty soon. But I will also look up that year and that date, see if anything interesting happened in that period of time, and put it in the description box. Let's look back through what we found. Man, we came across some good finds in this. Look at all this. So some serious twos in this stack. Got ourselves a star note, albeit written on, but cool. We'll hold on to that. Got ourselves a date note. April 26, 343, so a little less valuable, more collectible, and I will put anything on that date in the description box. Double date note, 1933 and 1041, really beat up, not as pretty as the others, but hey, still quasi-collectible, and I'll put something in the description box for that date. I'm going to keep this guy, although, like I said earlier and 15 other times, the over-ink's not really something I care about too much, but since it's on a 2, I'll hold on to it. Right here, we got ourselves another double date note, although it's less important, but year 77 in 2014, and its counterpart here, 77 in 2015. Then I'll come to this last, and then we have our other date note, September 19th, 1108, so I'd actually consider that more collectible as far as being an actual date instead of 2 years. So cool. And the total high-end find of this bill search is that bad boy right there. Wonderful serial number. You can read it forward and backward. Condition's a little off and a little wonky, But man, what an awesome find to bring it back to the basics and do some $2 bill searching. I really hope you've been with me since the first videos of the channel, and I'm so glad if you have joined us and subscribed and become part of the group. We have over 13,000 members on our Facebook group, over 15,000 on our website, varietyerrors.com, and we're just growing and growing and growing every day. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers, and it's all thanks to everyone out there like you, watching my videos, listening to me bore the hell out of you about currency. But this is a hobby I absolutely adore. And I mean, hey, you search through money, and worst case, you end up with the same money you started with. But awesome finds in this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you've come across. In our next video, we will give away a live porcupine. See you later.